Let's do this. Let's do this. Welcome back, everybody, to another episode of Sociology. This is gonna be my first episode where I'm bringing up a topic, yo. I got something to talk about, and to give y'all a different perspective or a different point of view, my perspective and my point of view about a topic and people that's dating, like, and actually looking for love. People that's dating and actually looking for their person. Like, you're single and you don't want to just, mess around. You want to meet a person, key in on that person, and then, hopefully it develop into what you want it to develop into. Now, we all know that most relationships end. And I think it's because people get into relationships way too fast. You get into a relationship with a person or in a person's bedroom just entirely too quickly. Like, just entirely too quickly. And one thing that people need to start doing is, okay, you meet somebody, and like a lot of people don't even like asking this question or whatever, but you know, it doesn't really matter. Like, because people ask it. So, I mean, but when you get into somebody's like past, like, like one thing I want to know when I meet somebody, and I want to take them seriously, one thing I want to know is how sexually active they are at the time. Now, when you first meet somebody, you should get like one of two answers. And, it can be many different scenarios, many different ways to play out, many different aspects, because everybody got a different life. So every situation is going to be different, but at the same time, they're going to be like the same. So what I'm saying is, when is the last time you had sex with someone or have been intimate with someone? Those people that's coming over and seeing this video that have watched some of my Kendra G single show review videos, um, that's one of the questions that she asks on the show. Apparently, you don't have to answer. Um, and no, I don't think you have to answer on a show like that. Is kind of, but when you actually, meet a person and say, you know what, let's see where this going to go. Like, your sexual activeness matters. So one or two ways they're going to say, like, recently, and I mean recently, like within the last 90 days, or they're going to say, like, no, it's been a while. And a while could be over 90 days. A while for some people can be 2 weeks. Each person, everybody, the whole world is individualized. Everybody's different. So, if somebody tells you that they've been sexually active, like within the last 90 days, it's a red flag. Already, right then and there in the beginning. Why do I say that? Now, I'm not about people taking my side. I'm about people grasping parts of what I say and what they think is valuable and just taking, picking and choosing what you can. I already know everybody's not going to agree. And that's the same way when I receive information. That's the same way I do. Even when I disagree, I like to hear what people, their perspective, their point of view, where they coming from. If I can grab things from it that are valuable, I go ahead and take it. If I can't, I don't disrespect them. We just got to agree to disagree. Yo, I disagree. However, this part was valuable. This made kind of much sense. But other than those two things, as a whole, I didn't agree though. But you made 2 points that, oh, okay, you feel me? But if a person is telling you that they are ready, like they are ready for real, genuine love, they are looking for their husband, they are looking for their wife, then they should already be prepared as if, they were waiting for that person. So you shouldn't just be getting D down or going out and getting some kitty cat just because you single and grown and you can do what you want to do. Sex is a responsibility just as much as it is an activity. And a lot of people lose or don't look at sex as a responsibility because a lot of people think, like, oh, I'm grown and I do what I want and ain't nobody gonna tell me what to do and I'm single and this, that, and the other. Well, yeah, you gotta have values. And if you're a person that's looking for a true love, something that truly can turn into marriage, you have to come into the situation with values. And just throwing D around or throwing P around just because you're single, but at the same time you're looking for somebody, that's not valuable. So it's already a red flag at the very beginning of the meeting. So you can go ahead and cut that short right there. Like that's now if somebody like answers you like or somebody just is upfront with you like what, I'm not looking for something serious right now. I'm just chilling or I'm just trying mess around a little bit. I'm just trying to do me. I'm just trying to be out in these streets for a minute. Whatever it is. If somebody's upfront with you in the beginning, then yeah, it don't hit the jump, hit it because it's already a clear understanding of what it is, and you can either go with it and still keep yourself prepared to meet your somebody, or you can give in to the temptation and go back to I'm grown and single, lose every value and everything that you built up for yourself and throw it all away just to get a nut off. And so many people going to disagree, and that's cool, that's cool, that's cool. But if you looking for something different than what you've ever had in your life, if you're looking for something better than what you've ever had in your life, if you're looking to have value in yourself, because when you go into a relationship, you and the other person have to have value and values, then keep your value and continue to wait on and pursue your person. Like when we enter into or try to enter into relationships, we just do so quickly, and you smashing before you even really know each other. And like a lot of people gonna even get pushed back on that. Oh no, ain't nobody getting this early, or females I'm saying. Oh, ain't nobody getting this. Y'all lying like hell. Every dude y'all tell the same thing to. Oh, I usually don't do stuff like this. Oh, I usually don't do this. Oh, you special and this that. Like man, run that. Miss me with that. Run that game on somebody else and somewhere else because y'all tell us all that. Y'all tell us all that. I had a chick tell me like recently, like like I told her, my bad, y'all. I told her, I informed her that, I don't just be throwing D around. Like, that's not what I'm into. I want to spend time with you and this, that, and the other, but I want to do those in efforts to get to know you. And, when I feel like it's time, because since you already ready, to get down like that, when I feel like it's time, I'll let you know that. And she basically told me, no, she was trying to be with me, like she was legit trying to be with me, but she told me that that's cool, that's fine, we can still try to build, but just know that I'm going to be getting D from somewhere else until we get to that point. Like, what sense does that make? Like, and she like, well, because I'm still single. Well, I don't want somebody that's just basically what. And I'm saying this, but in this situation, I ain't even have to earn it because she was ready in no time. But basically, y'all be having, and this is back to males and female, but y'all be having a friend with benefits or friends with benefits. Y'all be having that in the bag. But then, well, I guess this is back to women because dude's gonna give it up regardless. But and then so the dude that you pursuing, like he gotta earn it. He gotta earn them cheeks. Like, so he gotta put in that work so he can get some. And this is not my last case. This is in most cases. You know, because I gotta look like a good girl. I gotta come at him correctly and this, that, and the other. Meanwhile, you giving it up to somebody in exchange for nothing. So how is that fair, or how is that being prepared to try to get serious with somebody? Now, a lot of people give me pushback and be like, well, when it gets to that point, I will decide. Well, when will it get to that point? Now, how fair is it for one person to think, because you got to have a conversation about it. If you're not verbal, then of course ain't nobody going to be able to read your mind. But how fair is it for one person to think that you and that other person are pursuing something serious? And then when you ready to have that conversation, like, yo, like, we've been doing this for a minute. I'm really vibing with you. I'm really feeling it. Like, like, are we official? Like, if we not, can we make this official? And then if I'm doing something wrong, I want that woman to say, not yet, because this, that, and the third. Or no, because blase, blase. Or, yes, like we can do this. I don't want her to say no because she still got an entire team in her back pocket. And since she getting treated good in so many different directions, she ain't figured out the time yet that she want, rock out with one person. That's not fair. That's what I'm saying, that people like up front, just say what you want. Say what you are doing. Like, just be real and be transparent so people can know what to expect. Because that is usually the biggest issue, and that's the biggest part of the toxicity is one person expected one thing and another person didn't have no expectations at all, just going with the flow and this, that, and the third, being a serial dater and blah blah blah. Like that to me, that's just unfair. But if you upfront with somebody like, yo, I ain't taking nothing seriously, I'm just doing me right now, then okay. If that person fall for you expecting that it was supposed to be going a different direction, well, that's just they fault because they weren't listening. Now they the terrible communicator because they can't receive information properly. But yeah, yo, y'all can't you cannot go into, like, I just gonna use myself for example. Like, I went damn near 3 years. Maybe it was 3 years. Maybe it was over 3 years. I went quite a few years just not being active. And that was so that I can get through my healing process and so that I can get through loving me, because I don't care what y'all say and how sassy y'all think the world is in 2025, but I can, as a man, like, I got emotions. And that's just what it is. And that's another thing for another video, but I'm tired of men getting bashed or accused of being a homosexual because he shows emotions or because he has emotions. Like, get real. But I took a minute because I just had to go through my healing process. And then I stepped back out there. Uh, I met somebody, and like within a week she was trying to get to me. And like, I'm just like, I need more than that. I just, I just don't want, but I end up doing it anyway, and it didn't last because, long story short, she fell in love, or she said that she loved me, and we didn't even know each other for a damn month. And like, basically, she stayed over for the weekend. I walked her out to her car, and like, I gave her a hug or whatever. And as she was getting in her car, like, she was like, I love you. And like, I just gave her a look like, what? And I couldn't help it because, I'm like, this is diabolical. Like, we don't even know each other for real. But I mean, I know what it was because we already start smashing. And when you getting smashed, then it's good. And that's for a man smashing or a woman getting smashed. When it's good, it's easy to lust harder, and then you think that that shit is love, but it ain't. It's not. It's not. So me and her didn't last, and she was like, we lasted a couple days after that because I guess she, felt that I felt some type of way because like I guess she thought I received it in a negative way because I okay, so yeah, so I did tell her. I was like, if like I said this to her face, I wasn't like a butthole. I was just like, yo, if that's how you feel, then that's how you feel. But I'm not to that point yet. It's going to take a lot more than us coming just to right here and me to fall in love with somebody. And I told her about my background. I told her about my healing process. I told her about this, that, and the third. So she was like, yeah, so it's going to take you a while to fall in love with somebody. And then she put like a month in them. She was like, probably like 7, 8 months. And I was like, no, it's no time limit on it. It just has to happen. Like, so the whole forced relationship thing, which is a whole nother video that'll be coming. Like, that mess got to stop too. But I save all that for a different day. But I can ramble on forever. I can jump around forever and ever and ever about what I'm talking about. I can bounce around this, but I'm gonna just leave it at that. And just in conclusion, to summarize, like if you are seriously looking for your person, and you want to start the situation all valuable and healthy, do not be sexually active while you're looking for real love. Sex is a responsibility, and you have to be responsible with sex. Not just do it because it's a incredibly enjoying or enjoyable activity, but it's responsibility that comes along with it as well. So yeah, that just that. So I would like to hear y'all's feedback about what basically in summary what this is, what my message was, what my point of view was. Did you take anything valuable from it? Did you disagree with everything that I said? Does what I say anger you? And that's a whole nother video because if you disagree with what I said and it angered you, then you like miserable. You like miserable and you need to look in the mirror and accept it and get over your misery. Because should nothing make you angry, you know, because somebody has a different perspective or a different point of view. So I tried to go into detail about how, why, what, when, where, whatever, how that was. And like I said, like so yeah, let me get your feedback. And I told y'all there's gonna be a lot more videos coming. Um I'm going like I just wanna look at analyze personality. So I'm just gonna be, looking at what shows that I can feature on the channel and just watch crazy people be crazy. And just go through it. But yeah, please like this video. Please share this video. Please subscribe to this channel. I am in the process of building my set. So this podcast I will still be just doing the audio because just to tell you the truth, I like kicking back and just, speaking. I can pause, clear my throat, drink a little bit, and all that type of stuff. So yeah, it's still gonna be these type of podcasts, but I will be having a couple of interviews with some friends of mine about some very interesting topics. I know some people that have very interesting backgrounds that are willing to share on this channel. And I mean, good people that's always been good, and people that have made bad choices and have climbed themselves back up to being strong individuals, making a good living for themselves, and being a positive influence on themselves, their families, and their friends. So yes, please tune in and please log in. Yeah, and until next video, I am out.